Oh, I said I need to go meal prep. Did I go to the grocery store? No, the grocery list is already written, baby girl. I have it written out the day before. The workout is already written. I have it down. I know what I'm going to do. Well, I'm all up close and personal today. It's Love Month. And I don't want you to be pressed whether you have a Valentine or you don't, whether you're single or whether you're taken. I want you to acknowledge and honor that loving yourself is so powerful in a relationship or out of one, because we are in our relationship with ourselves, really, when you think about it. That's life. We're the one person we'll be with forever and ever and ever. And today I want to give you some self-love rituals to participate in, to embrace, to try, or if you haven't done them before, if you have, pick them back up so that you can have a successful February and going forward, because loving ourselves is the ultimate gift, the ultimate prize. Like, it is. And I'm not bashing people who are single or in relationship. I'm here for self-love. I'm here to honor your love, honor yourself. So let's hop into it. Some of my self-love rituals that I know will help you in this season of your life. The first one is wake up every day with gratitude. And you're probably like, Alana, what does that have to do with love? What does that have to do with love? How is that self-love, Alana? Gratitude to me is the ultimate form of love, is when you could sit back and say, I am so grateful that I'm alive in spite of this. When you can sit back and think how many things I have gone through, things that have happened to me, through me, because of me, in spite of me, like all these things, that I'm still here. That you can be appreciative if you have your car to live in, even if you don't have a home. That you have a sidewalk to lay on instead of laying in dirt. Those little small things, I swear, when you start acknowledging them, it's just so much love. You feel the love all around you. The next thing I want you to do is remind yourself, in this world of all these faux bodies and faux faces, no disrespect to anybody who has, a recreated face or body. I'm just saying, in the world of all of that, I want you to acknowledge that you are beautiful, because we seem to, as women, compare ourselves to people who are not real. There's people who compare themselves to AI without realizing it. There's people who are comparing themselves to people who have literally had their whole entire bodies done. Then they are thinking, I'm not beautiful enough. I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to feel that way. I don't want you to belittle yourself in that way. I want you to acknowledge how beautiful you are, because every single person has unique features. And one thing I love that Margarita Nazarenko always says is, she talks about how each one of your features, like everything that you have, is literally, it's like legacy. It shows you where you've been. It shows you where your ancestors came from. It shows you, like, they literally can see your face and say, oh, okay, she's probably from this culture. She probably has these roots. They're not always correct, obviously, but these features, they're telling. From the moles or the gray hair or the shape of your nose to your lips, even your build of your body, your eyes. I want you to appreciate how beautiful they are. If you need to, I would take a photo of yourself, little you. And like I have one, I'll show a video. I have one on my dresser, a picture of me, a little picture of me. And I want you to ask yourself, when you say those terrible things to yourself, would you say it to that little girl? Maybe you had a family member who said those things to you, but would you say those things to that little girl, to little you? And if you say, I would not, then I don't want you to say it to yourself. I don't want you to think it about yourself. Because the truth is, some of us, like, for instance, me, I'm not a 10, but what I've learned is, even if I'm a 5 or a 6 or a 4, it doesn't matter, because my personality, my wit, my humor, my love for the things I love, my energy, my aura, my uniqueness can make me a 10 in someone else's eyes. It makes me a 10 in my own eyes. And if you could have that confidence and that desire, I believe that you will start to love yourself even more. There's nothing wrong with loving yourself. I was someone for so long, I didn't love myself. I hated my features. I hated my hair. I thought my hair was terrible. And now I love my hair. I have braids over my locks right now, but I love my hair. I love the fresh coils. I love my locks. I love my natural being more than anything, more than wearing a wig or wearing braids. I love me. And I want you to have that feeling within you every single day. And I know it's hard. It takes a long time. Or for some, it takes a little bit of time, but take as much time as you need to fall in love with yourself. And I promise you, the more you fall in love with yourself, the more others will fall in love with you. If you're single, and I am single, like I'm not preaching this saying I'm married. If you're single, just pay attention to when you start to love on yourself, the things that come to you, the people who pay attention to you, the people who look at you. Like I even notice when I'm out and about, people who, they don't even always approach me, but just like the look they'll give me. When I noticed for 2 or 3 years when I didn't want to be seen, men didn't look my way. They didn't say anything to me, or the ones who did, they were, I don't want to call them booger wolves, but people who you could tell they had low vibes. And now the people who I see who are looking my way or even trying to talk to me are more attractive men, people who look more successful, who are sometimes even more distinguished gentlemen type deal. So that's not the point of what I'm saying. It's not about them. I'm just letting you know that you will see, if that is your desire to be married or to be in a relationship, you will start to see more of that coming to you. Next, forgive yourself. Baby girl, if you're holding on to stuff from the past and regrets you have of maybe you lost your virginity in a way you didn't want to, maybe something bad happened to you, or you said something terrible to someone and that ruined a relationship. Maybe you got angry. Whatever those things are, whatever you have shame and guilt over, I want you to let it go. And I know it's going to be hard. It is going to be hard. Like it is hard, honey. It's hard to write these things down, especially when you're like, is somebody gonna read what I wrote? Like, I don't want people to know my innermost feelings, but you let it go. Whether you need to go to a therapist, whether it is a counselor, whether it is reading a book and going through some type of workbook that helps you release it, or whether it's looking for YouTube videos on releasing and forgiveness, but let it go. Forgive yourself and forgive others, because you are giving your power away when you do not forgive. And I'm telling you this like from the bottom of my heart. When you're holding on to that unforgiveness inside of you, it festers in your body and it creates negative things. Just put it in a very general term. It creates negative things within you and all around you. Let it go. Forgive you. Forgive others. Nourishing your temple. I talk about this a lot, but I want you to take it to heart as a ritual. Nourish your temple. Whether it is you get yourself a cute, what's it called? What is that thing called? Oh my goodness. Brain fog is a thing for me, guys. Thyroid body type. I'm healing it. But brain fog is when you're cooking, what is it called? Apron. You get yourself a cute apron so that when you're cooking, you have this I wear this apron and I cook and I feel good. Or if it's eating on a cute plate, or if it's just meal prepping in glass containers versus ugly plastic ones or something, it's having a ritual to nourish yourself and nourish your body with foods, paying attention to what you're eating. Don't eat unnatural foods. Don't eat foods that are in containers and boxes that there are good foods in containers and boxes, but a lot of them are not good. Pay attention to the nutrients that you're putting in your body. Start, looking at nutritional based stuff and reading books about that, or going on YouTube, or go to a nutritionist and start to acknowledge the parts that you've played. And if you have issues with weight, or for me, I gained weight, more weight than I have had in my whole entire life. And I had to sit there and write down what was the issue? How did I get to this point? And what I came up with in the end was safety. I wanted to not be seen. I did not want anybody looking my way. I wanted to be covered up. I didn't want anybody looking at me. And the safety weight was there. I wasn't eating properly, so the safety weight is there. And I'm like, thank you, body, for doing all of this. Thank you. But now I'm nourishing you. I'm fueling you. I'm giving you sunlight. I'm watering you. I'm planting you all the good stuff. And I'm going to reap those rewards. So nourish your body, nourish your mind, move your body, start dancing. You don't want to lift weights? Cool. Dance, hula hoop, jump rope. I don't know if you're like me, you used to jump rope. Go jump rope, go swimming, go hiking, go swing on the swings. Move your body and do it without shame. Just have fun. Who cares who's watching? I know that's so scary. I started sweating thinking about it, but I get talking to this camera has been a journey, because for me, I never liked being recorded. I liked being the one recording. I like the one recording the memories. So this used to make me really nervous. I'm not nervous right now, but if you get nervous dancing, go dance by yourself in your room secretly. Go have a dance competition. Sing in the shower, baby girl. Extend those lungs. Nourish yourself. And when you nourish yourself, you just start to want to love yourself, because the more you invest in yourself, the more it's like, I feel like the more I invest in something, the more I want it more. Like I want to see it grow more. I want to see it do better. And I feel like that's the same with us as humans, as women. Nourish yourself. Give to yourself. Another note on that, I forgot to mention, make sure you're eating enough. Some people are under eating. Some people are overeating. Figuring out that ground in between. Another thing you want to do is clear out the clutter. And I mean the physical clutter and the mental clutter. Some of us are holding on to a lot of things. I mentioned this already with the holding on to things. My foot is numb. Whew. Some of us are holding on to things. I want you to let it go, honey. I want you to let it go. You have this sweater from when you were in 5th grade that doesn't fit you anymore. Let it go. There's some things that have sentimental value that you want to keep. I get it. But you don't have to hold on to every little thing. Let it go. Think about it. Like, do I really want this thing? Why do I really want this thing? And let it go. Give it away. You could donate it. You can repurpose it. Some people repurpose clothes and make them into something else. But let it go. Declutter your mind. If you have too many things in your mind, start to journal. Start to write things out. Start to get those things on paper. I talked about I think it was in the productivity video when I was talking about productivity a little while ago. But one of the things I changed this year is I started again writing my schedule for the next day, the day before. I don't do it as detailed as I used to do it. I used to be very rigid with my schedule, like at 1 p.m. do this, at 2 p.m. do this. I don't like schedules like that anymore. I do time blocks. And writing that out the day before helps me declutter. So when I go to bed at night, I'm not like, oh, I said I need to go meal prep. Did I go to the grocery store? No, the grocery list is already written, baby girl. I have it written out the day before. The workout is already written. I have it down. I know what I'm going to do. And if it's like a dance, like if I'm going to learn a dance, I'm going to write, I'm learning this dance from this music video or one of these music videos. Give options. And that really helps. Like get me back. Like it helps me, the clutter to be clear, for me to be very focused. But unclutter. Let go, clean up, rearrange, organize your mind and your life. And you'll start to see how it manifests just in real day-to-day activities, because how you do some things is how you do all things. Make relaxation a priority. I want you to make it a priority today. A lot of women were doing too much, especially moms and grandmas. You're doing too much. I want you to understand that if you are not okay, you cannot serve others. If your cup has been it's overflowing, it's too much, you can't hold anymore, you're going to get fed up and you're going to probably combust or crack or break. You have to relax. You need to make relaxation a priority, especially women, honey. Men need it too, but women, you need it even more, honey. You need sleep. You need to get your sleep. You need to figure out what sleep you need. Maybe it's 7 hours. Some people it's 8. Some women it's 9. Figure it out. Find out. Start journaling, tracking. I talked about that a little bit in that productivity video too. Tracking, using a bullet journal or using a habit tracker or just writing it in your notes. But start paying attention. I want you to start taking baths, or if you don't like baths, try doing a foot soak with magnesium or Epsom salt. I want you to ask your lover, your husband, to massage you if you're into that, or go to a massage therapist, or get one of those guns where you massage, or massage your own feet. Whatever it is, honey, I want you to find relaxation, because relaxation is what's going to keep you in flow, at ease, keep you less stressed. Because a lot of us, we're in survival mode, and survival mode is not the place to stay in, honey. You could be there temporarily while you're trying to survive, but then you need to get out of it. So take baths, read the books, relax, chill. Whether it's ice, I don't know, some people might need ice versus having a warm bath. Figure out that thing. Maybe it's a shower. Pay attention to moisturizing your skin, paying attention to how you are, take an extra few minutes to be able to do your skincare routine or your face massage, scalp massages. Have somebody else massage your scalp. It feels great. Or pay to go to, like a hairstylist and have them wash your hair because it feels good. These little habits of investing in yourself, it's great. And you don't have to spend money. Like I do my own nails. I do my own toes because I want to save money. But at some point I will pay again to do my toes and my nails. If you don't want to spend money, you're in a season of, getting out of debt and saving and growing your net worth, then maybe you need to do it yourself, but turn those moments into states of relaxation. Make it a real ritual. Wear your robe and, feel cute. Act like you're at the spa, even if you don't go to the spa. But I do recommend going to a spa, even if you don't go every month. Go to a spa like every quarter or at least a couple times a year. Women, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Piggybacking off of what I just said too is feel good in your body. And by feeling good in your body, I want you to do the things that make you happy. If you are a person who wears a lot of jewelry, wear your jewelry. Pay and save to get higher quality jewelry so that it will last you longer and you can wear it daily. I want you to wear your makeup if you're a makeup wearer. I don't really wear makeup. Wear your makeup. Wear your makeup. Do it for you, not for him, not for her, for you. Wear the outfit you want to wear. I don't care if it's a Tuesday. Wear the evening gown. Wear your evening. I don't care. I'm going to keep saying this to you. I don't care. And you need to stop caring. Wear it because you don't know when, I don't know what that noise was. You don't know when your time is going to come. You don't know. And you're saving this evening gown to wear for an evening when you could be wearing it today. You could be wearing it today, baby girl. Wear the outfit. Wear the heels. Be cute. Be extra. If you're not extra, you're more turned down. You're more mysterious. Be mysterious. Do you. Piggybacking off of that is take yourself out on dates. Like I opened this video up with, I don't care if you are single or if you are in a relationship, you still want to prioritize taking yourself on dates, solo dates, not always your man. Because how I feel is if your man isn't taking you on dates, but he sees you taking yourself on dates, he's going to be thinking, maybe I should start taking her on dates. She looks happy when she goes on her dates by herself. Maybe I need to start taking her on a date. I think also as a single person, you take yourself out on dates. You might meet people out there when you're on these solo dates. It's also a way to face fears for people like me who are more, I like to be more introverted and by myself kind of away. I like my people and that's kind of my little grouping there. But I like to kind of go outside of my comfort zone. And that's how I learned to go on solo dates. Go to the movies by yourself. Go to a cafe. Go to a park. Go hiking. Be careful with hiking if you're not into that. I used to solo hike all the time, but if that's not your thing, don't do it. Some people, I've even been to a club before by myself. Very uncomfortable, but that's when I used to drink, so I had liquid courage too. Don't get drunk when you're by yourself. I don't drink, but if you do drink currently, don't get drunk. Maybe don't drink at all, depending on your your tolerance. Maybe your date is going to learn a new craft. It's going to a staycay. It's flying to another country, doing a solo trip, but do these dates and have this time by yourself. And I'm telling you, it's an experience. Like it's to the point where sometimes when you start doing this, you kind of want to do it more often by yourself. Like that is the one thing that I'm kind of worried about when I do decide to get into a relationship and to not pursue, but to allow or not even allow to be open to men approaching me and going on dates. I'm fearful of I like being alone. I do enjoy intimacy in relationship, but I like being alone. I enjoy my time by myself. And I always wonder, is that going to change? Am I going to feel some kind of way when I get into a relationship or start dating? Feeling like this guy's all up in my space. So pray for me on that. If you're watching this right now, let's pray for each other that doesn't happen. But you might fall in love with going on solo dates. And I still want you, I'll repeat this again, I still want you to go on solo dates even when you are in a relationship, whether you're married. You have to take time separately as well. Still be yourself. I understand that you are a unit. You are one, especially if you're married, but also you are yourself. I don't want you to forget who you are in the process of falling in love with somebody else. Kind of going along with the date night, start new hobbies or pick up old hobbies that you sat down before. This could be coloring, reading, doing your nails. This could be drawing. Maybe you go take classes to learn a new craft like photography or event planning, whatever it is. But find yourself a hobby that's not necessarily something that you want to make money from, but it's something that makes you happy. And I guess I could also call this subject, this routine, this ritual play. Play more. Go out and swing on the swings. Go be an idiot. It's not an idiot when you're doing it. You may think that in your judgmental mind, but start going outside and playing and having fun and doing the crazy things that you did as a kid. Because when you were a kid, you didn't think about how it was going to look, how people were going to feel. You just did it because it was fun. And a lot of us didn't even think about the repercussions of like falling. I have scars on my whole body because I wasn't thinking about how this activity might play out in the end. Go jump rope, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video. Hike, swimming. What else did I mention? Skydive, if that's your thing. I'm terrified of heights, and maybe one day I will skydive. But as of right now, it is absolutely not. But for you, if you're going to do that, I'm proud of you. Go have fun. I will watch you from the ground. Set boundaries. This is like my second to last thing that I could think of right now, but set boundaries. And I think the reason this came to my head is because I'm just really in the space of learning how to communicate boundaries. I don't want to be the whole like, you run all over her type of girl. She's so easy. She's so always smiling. She's always happy. I want people to understand that, yeah, I'm smiling and happy, but no. No, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not available for that. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. So learn how to set boundaries and communicate them. Learn how to have others respect those boundaries as well. And also in that process, learning how and who to detach from, or who you need to remove yourself from in situations and environments. I know it's not literally a ritual, but I want you to pay attention to these things in the process of doing these rituals. That wraps up the video. And all I'm saying with this is like, if you are someone who has loved or who has been loved, you know how beautiful it is. And I want you to have that love for yourself. I don't want you to search for it and chase for it after other people, because chasing just makes people just run away when you chase them. I want you to be open to it to come to you. And the first place where it can come to you, and it's by choice, is when you decide to love on yourself. I hope this video was helpful. If you enjoyed it, or if you want to explore more, check out one of these videos here. I will see you in the next one. With all my love, Lana.